If you've clicked on this video, I'm guessing that you're the kind of person that either likes to be organised for Christmas really early, you start your prep about this time of year, or maybe you're not, and maybe you're the person that's always running around at the last minute. This year, you've decided it's going to be different. You're going to get yourself all organised, and now is the best time to start. So, in this video, I'm revealing my top 10 items for Christmas 2024 that you must buy now as soon as they appear in the shops. Otherwise, you risk them completely selling out. Then you're going to be disappointed. You're going to have the added stress and the added time later on running around trying to find an alternative. And trust me, I've been there too. The number of times that I've seen something appear in the shops at this time of year and thought, I'm going to get that. And then it goes out of your head and you don't do anything about it. And then come November, creeping towards December, you think, oh, that thing I was going to go and get, no chance. It's completely sold out. It's sold out in October. So this is the year that isn't going to happen. Here's my top 10 list of things that you must buy this month. And you're definitely going to want to stick around for number 10 is quite a surprising one. But honestly, if you get this in October, it will save you so much stress. Now, these are in no particular order. They're just in the order that they came to mind. But number one on my list is Christmas PJs. If you are a family that love to all get matching PJs, or maybe it's something that you want to get, for your grandkids or something like that, the matching ones, the sets, you have to get them in October. Otherwise, you've got no chance. Here in the UK, more and more stores are starting to do them. Marks and Spencer's, M&S is probably the big one that over the last few years, they've been available, matching right from tops up to adult sizes. I did notice that this year, I don't think they did this last year, but this year, on their website, they're doing a lot of personalised ones. So some really cute designs in there where you can get, a name or just your initials or something like that. But they are definitely going to have to be bought, ordered in October. Otherwise, you're not going to get the sizes that you want. You know what it's like. You'll be left with the extra, extra smalls or the extra, extra larges or whatever. But Christmas PJs, number one on the list. Definitely have to get those ordered and organised in October. And so then number two on my list is all of the luxury advent calendars that you get. You know the kind of thing. You get the beauty ones, you get the drinks ones, the gin, you get the chocolate ones, so many out there now. And I do get the appeal. It's funny, it's not something that I've really massively tried myself, but they're so popular and I do get the appeal. They are beautifully put together. It gives you that real kind of luxe feel, lots of different things to try from that particular brand. They can be really good value, especially the beauty ones. You get kind of full-sized things as well as minis that are useful for travel, and they'll usually tell you, this advent calendar, this box is worth X amount, and that if you're buying it, you're paying X and it's actually worth Y kind of thing. So I totally get the appeal. But the point is that if that's something that you want to get your hands on for either for yourself or as a gift for family and friends, and a kind of early gift, I suppose, because you would have it from the beginning of December. But the point is you really, really have to grab them now in October as soon as they start coming out, because, some of the more popular ones, they will just disappear. And it is a bit of a marketing ploy because they will have it so that there's a limited number available so that you'll kind of rush to buy them. But you know what, if that's your thing and you want to get them, then you just have to join in, but you need to get them early. Okay, next on the list are the decorations that are really on trend for that year. And this year, Christmas 2024, the big trend is going to be what they're calling Kitschmas. And so it's all the kind of kitsch, colourful decorations. pink Christmas trees are going to be massive this year. In fact, here in the UK, the John Lewis department store opened their Christmas shop back in August. And I read something just the other day that said they've been blown away by the demand for pink Christmas trees. So if you're in the market for a pink Christmas tree this year, you better grab one fast. The other thing, that they said was really selling fast was they've got a hanging decoration. I think it is. It's like a cherry, and cherry is like disco balls. Again, with a whole Kitschmas theme. They said they've been blown away by the demand for those. Another big trend this year is what I'm kind of calling like hobby baubles, hanging decorations for your tree. So you can get one in almost, any hobby. So in Marks and Spencer's again, M&S, I saw, what did I see? Food mixers, I saw little sewing machines, football, camera for photographers, I saw yoga mats, they're £5 each, so a great little stocking filler. So if these are the kind of things that if you don't grab them now in October, when you first see them, you're not going to get them. So if you see the perfect one for somebody on your list, grab it. Because the other thing I was thinking, I think it's quite a new thing. It's a new concept that they've come up with. They don't really know how they're going to sell, and so they're not going to have committed themselves to massive stock levels. They'll keep the stock levels quite minimal to see how they go this year, I would imagine, and then bring even more out next year if it's successful. So there will be a very limited supply. So if you see one that's the very thing for somebody on your list, get it as soon as you possibly can. Next thing would be the limited edition festive food and drink type gifts. And I suppose here I'm thinking about the likes of the M&S light up snow globe gin type thing. They didn't do that last year apparently, but they're bringing it back in for this year. So you know what it's like. You wander into the M&S food hall at this time of year and they're stacked high and you think, well, I'm going to get one of those for so and so. And then you pop in a month later and they're absolutely nowhere to be seen. They're completely out of stock. Apparently, they've got a world exclusive this year. They are doing a snowing chocolate box. So that's definitely one to look out for. I'm curious as well. I mean, anybody here in the UK will be very familiar with the M&S Food Hall and all of the festive treats that they offer. But do you have something similar in North America? I know that when I'm over there, I love to go into Williams Sonoma, but do they have kind of iconic must buy things, like this in October? Otherwise, you just can't get hold of them. So let me know in the comments below if you can think of something equivalent out there or any other part of the world. I know that M&S this year are going to be doing tins of peppermint bark, which again is a big thing in the USA at Christmas time. I'm not sure about Canada, let me know. But yeah, M&S are doing peppermint bark this year, and I just know that is going to disappear off the shelves. So these are all the kind of things that if you are thinking about getting something like that, obviously depending on the use by dates, cakes and things like that, you might have to wait a bit closer to Christmas to get. But if it's anything that comes in a tin or any of the alcohol gifts, then these are the things that you must be buying now, because if you wait any longer, they're just not going to be available. Next on the list, and what number are we at now? We are number 5, and this would be basically anything from TK Maxx or TJ Maxx as you know it in North America. You know what it's like. You go in there and they're starting to get all their Christmas stuff in, and if you don't grab it when you see it and then you go back looking for it, there's none. And obviously the nature of that type of store, I'm thinking in North America, you've got the likes of Marshalls as well, similar type of thing. There's a limited supply of these items, and so when they're gone, they really are gone. So if you go into one of these type stores and you see it, you must buy it, otherwise you're not going to get it. I don't know how many times I have done this. I don't ever seem to be able to learn the lesson. This year in autumn, I did it. They had some lovely kind of cushions, and I thought, oh, I really like those. I don't know if I'll get it today. And then a couple of weeks later, I thought, I think I'll go back and get one. Well, no chance. Just gone, all gone. So when it comes to Christmas things, if you see something in TK Maxx, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, those type of places in October, you need to buy them. Otherwise, you've got no chance. They will just sell out, and then you'll be disappointed. And as I say, you'll be running around trying to find an alternative. So when you see it, grab it. Number 6 on the list, and this is probably quite a surprising one, is Christmas jumpers. And the reason that I'm saying that is quite simply that there seems to come a tipping point somewhere in November. Maybe, people have a Christmas jumper day at work, or there's maybe a charity day or something like that. But there just seems to be a tipping point where all of a sudden, over a weekend, the shops just sell out of all their Christmas jumpers. And you've seen one somewhere and you think, well, I'm going to get that one. Or you go to get the one that you've had for years and think, oh, it needs replaced. And then, like all clothing items, you can't get the size. So Christmas jumpers, they're going to start coming into the shops when they come in at this time of year. Get it. A lot of these places have quite long return policies. So, they're usually at least a month, 6 weeks, couple of months sometimes. So even if you see it and you keep the receipt and then you see a better one or you decide on something else, then you've got the receipt, you can always take it back. But you will regret not buying it at the time that you see it, because they will just sell out, you'll not get your size, and then you will be the one that has to make do with the whatever it was that was left on the shelf that you would never have bought if you had your kind of full choice available. So Christmas jumpers, buy them in October. I've got so much great content coming up over the next few weeks and months in the run up to Christmas. I've got planning lists, I've got gift guides, I've got organisational help, hints, tips, tricks, all of that, decorating, Christmas decorating. So I really hope that you'll hit subscribe and follow along and look for that content when it comes out. In the meantime, if you really do want to get a jump start on your organisation, I put together a playlist from last year, but it's totally relevant for this year. A lot of the planning, rolls from year to year. It's the same, so you can jump on that playlist and work your way through that, as well as, looking forward to all the new stuff that's coming out for this year. Next on the list of things to buy in October as part of your Christmas prep are the gift sets, the beauty gift sets. I'm really kind of more thinking about here. It is the biggest time of year for all the beauty brands. They bring out all these different sets. And you know what it's like? They're usually really, really good value. Quite often, if it's maybe a fragrance and a body lotion or something like that, you end up getting the body lotion free because you're getting the set at the same price as you would normally pay just for the fragrance. There's so many of the little sets that come out, maybe it's like a lip gloss and something, or a little eyeshadow palette, the things that are at the lower end of the budget. They might be nice brands, the likes of your Clarins and Clinique and these kind of brands. There'll be nice brands, but they're just the more budget friendly versions, which are perfect for stocking fillers, or maybe teacher gifts, or a gift for, I don't know, your hairdresser, whatever it might be. But these are the ones that disappear first, probably just because of their price point. So if you know now that you are going to need to get one or two of these type of gifts, you're going to have to buy them in October. I did exactly this last year. I saw one and I thought, well, that might be good for going in with such and such, so-and-so's present. Didn't buy it, then decided later on that Yep, that was the perfect thing. Of course, no chance. Couldn't get hold of it. They were well sold out. And it's it's the look that you get from the store assistant when you ask about it, and they kind of look at you like you must be mad searching for something like this. What, in November? No, 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 no. They sold out weeks ago. So yeah, the beauty gifts, if you've got, a family member that loves a particular brand, or you just need, things at a particular price point, then get them in October, because they'll not stay around for, very much past Halloween. Next on our list of Christmas prep things that we must buy in October before they sell out, and that is going to be craft supplies for any kind of craft project that you might want to do for Christmas. If you are a crafter, or you just fancy giving it a go this year, you're maybe going to make, I don't know, whether it's Christmas cards or maybe just place cards for your Christmas table, or some sort of centerpiece or something like that. If you're going to do it yourself, kind of DIY project, then you need to get the supplies and the materials now, because they absolutely will sell out. Your true crafters of the world, who craft, all year long, they will be buying their supplies well in advance. And so if you don't get them from the likes of, it's, what is it, Hobby Lobby in the USA, and what is it here, Hobbycraft, these kind of, whether it's your Christmas ribbons or your templates for things or card supplies, all of that, they are going to sell out. So if it's something you want to do this year, a little bit of a DIY project, you are absolutely going to have to buy those supplies in October. Otherwise, you are going to be out of luck. Number 9 on the list kind of jumps back. As I said, they're in no particular order, but number 9 jumps back to the category of Christmas decorations. And I'm talking here specifically about garlands. The more realistic faux fur garlands. There's a brand in North America called A Floral, and every single year they sell out. I'd love to have shares in that business. They're obviously doing something right. They sell out so quickly, and they're not cheap. I mean, their garlands are at the upper end of the price brackets, but they are very realistic. And I think a lot of influencers have, brought the products to people, and made people aware of them. I don't think in the UK we can get A Floral products. I had a good look around. I think there's maybe one or two you can get through Amazon. When you go on to Etsy, they appear, but then they'll say that they don't ship to the UK. But their garlands sell out, way before Halloween. And there probably will be kind of similar ones in the UK. The more realistic ones definitely sell out really quickly. So if you are thinking this year that you want to replace some garlands, and you want to go for the more realistic cedar garlands, or the kind of Nordic fir ones, that type of thing, then you're going to have to do your research now and get them ordered, because honestly, beyond Halloween, that kind of marks almost like a watershed, I always feel. You've got the people that are just not prepared to do any prep at all before Halloween. They just won't entertain the idea. So as soon as Halloween is past, then all that group of people suddenly get on the buying and the researching and all the rest of it. But if you can get in, ahead of them in October, then you've got a much better chance. But yeah, Christmas garlands, the big ones, the brands that are very realistic, that are high in demand, you must buy them in October. And number 10 is probably quite surprising. It's not the sort of thing that you would immediately think of as a must buy in October, but I'm going to say that it is, and that is your party wear or your kind of Christmas outfits. All starting to appear in the shops now, all the kind of sparkles and the sequins, all that type of thing, the kind of black tie dresses, all of that. And if you don't get them now, then you will not get the size that you want. If it's a two-piece, you'll maybe get the top, you won't be able to get the bottoms, you won't be able to get the right kind of colour coordinating items. And the trying things on at this time of year, the fitting rooms are just a little bit less busy. If they don't have the size in store, you've still got plenty of time to order it. There is nothing worse than having a lovely event to go to and the time marches on and it's getting closer and closer and you still haven't actually looked for anything to wear or decided what you are wearing. So I would definitely say that as soon as all that stuff starts coming into the shops now, is to be having a look and getting your party outfit bought, hung in the wardrobe, so that you can start looking forward to the event knowing exactly what you are wearing. You also then have the chance to buy the right accessories. Maybe you need a piece of jewellery or a little bag or something, or shoes to go with it. And we know that we can't usually buy those things until we've actually got the outfit in place. So as soon as those things start coming into the shops, decide what you're going to go for this year and get it bought, get it hung in the wardrobe, get all the matching accessories, and then you are set to go and you will be so much less stressed in the run up. You've got enough to be thinking about in December itself without worrying about what you're going to wear to a particular event. So number 10, get your party outfit or your Christmas outfit or whatever that might be bought in October and tucked away for your big event. So do let me know in the comments below what, if anything, on this list has inspired you to, go out and look for that and definitely get that this month. What did I miss? What are your must buys in October? Let's get organised this year. Let's help each other to keep on track and really be prepared well in advance so that we can have a really relaxed and joyful Christmas season. And with that, I'll just sign off and say I will see you in the next video. Bye.